This particular set of works captures a major moment in African American and Harlem history.
And what we wanted to do was to make sure everybody understood where we've come from.
If we don't do this process, these murals will be destroyed.
I think the history of the murals at Harlem Hospital are a part of this community as much as the Schomburg, as much as 125th Street, as much as the Apollo. They've been here since 1936. They were created in a controversy.
They were done by African Americans at a time when the Harlem community was at its height, but there was tremendous resistance to having African American artists and African American subjects in the hospital. And so it's a part of a larger social political struggle. And finally, they are the work of some of the most significant African American artists of that time and of the Harlem Renaissance period.
Historically, the people of Harlem have been very clear about their need to hold us responsible for these murals, to make sure these murals are preserved, to make sure that no harm comes to them, as has harm come to murals in this hospital in the past. We were dedicated and focused, number one, to make sure the community understood we would preserve the murals. We created a steering committee that has worked together over the years to first and foremost make sure the process was in place, to identify folks to come in, work on the murals in place, remove the murals without harming them, restore them in a facility that was designed for that, store them there, and then restore them when the new facility was built and opened. That whole process has been one that's been transparent to the community, has had community input, dramatic at times, but steady throughout.
I was, of course, delighted that in the process of planning the expansion of the facility, that they would include in it a clear commitment to preserve those murals and restore them because they were in need of restoration.
It's a big project, it's a long-term project. I think the results are going to be very, very satisfying.
Columbia University had people here who had the skill set to be able to provide both video experience and the historical analysis of those works, and to write that up and place that on a website that's linked to one of our important centers, the Institute for Research in African American Studies. And this is a piece of history, and an important history, both culturally and socially, about the Harlem community, told in a very amazing way.
The key significance of Columbia being involved, they have affiliations with many hospitals, but only one public hospital, and that's in Harlem. And while the hospital physically is changing, we want to recognize and really honor the past. The past is the base for what we've been able to achieve.
By creating a website and making that kind of information available nationally and internationally, we're able to create a greater awareness of the significance of the murals, and hopefully at some point in time when they are restored and reinstalled, invite the public to come and see the original, see the real thing.